Hi everyone, my name is Antoinette Stepahanoy from BSEC 3A, and for today's video, I'm going to demonstrate a task that I was assigned for my subject ECE 36, and that will be my performance task number 1. Go ahead and start. So first, of course, my task is to create a construction or demonstration video of my own designed LED running light pattern. So there will be two patterns. The first pattern is identical to my instructor's pattern that he shown to us, and the second pattern will be what I originally created. Second, of course, the learning objective would be to demonstrate the microcontroller's ability to control digital output by using switches, tap switches, or push buttons, or any term that you think is just similar to the tap switch or push buttons. And let me tell you that the two push buttons that I'll be using has only two. Now for the requirement, my microcontroller must be able to display two different running light patterns. And of course, by using Arduino microcontroller board, plus the breadboard, plus the USB power supply, or battery, maybe power bank if I have one, plus the connecting wires, and of course, the LED with limiting resistors. And yeah, by using 12 identical LEDs for my video. And yeah, there will be two tact switches that I selected, which the first tact switch will show the pattern A, and the switch number 2 will show the pattern B. Of course, no logic integrated circuits are not allowed. And by recording this video, I may need to at least show to you later the final output where I already did upload the code from my computer to the Arduino, and then I'll just use a battery for the power supply of that Arduino to have a standalone circuit or output. Now I have here the schematic diagram of my circuit. So first, of course, the U1 will considered as the Arduino Uno R3, and for the D1 or the D12 will be the red LEDs. But of course, coming from the D2, for the pins that is present on the actual, Arduino board, it's from pin number 2 to pin 13. And the R1 will be the 330 ohms resistor. So this is R1. And for the 3, for this pattern, push button A here, and the pattern B, where the push button is here. And the R2 is the 10K ohms resistor. I did use two 10K ohms resistor for this, for the two separate push buttons here. And this one are the red LED. And of course, this is Arduino. So this is how it is being connected, but I'll show to you the actual circuit in an Arduino board, which is way easier for you to understand, I guess, for my opinion. And since I already shown to you here the schematic diagram, I'll be showing to you guys how I did create it. Maybe a quick video and how I was able to create it from the start until the finished output. Of course, I'll show to you the materials and the actual materials, and by then later I'll show to you the output for this video. And yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
So these are the materials that I've used in my circuit. And first I have here, of course, the breadboard. This is the negative and this is the positive. And yeah, also the Arduino board. This is an Arduino Uno R3. So you can see, and where there's digital pins and the analog pins here that I'll be using for the power, this one. And this is the USB port and the power port. And these are the resistors. So first I use the 330 ohms, only one resistor for 12 LEDs I'll be using. And these are the 10K ohms resistor that I'll be using for the push button. Now I have here, of course, stack switches. As you can see, this stack switch only has 2 pins. So this will be the 2 stack switches. And of course, we have here the USB cable for our Arduino here, Arduino later, and this is the battery for the separate power source I'll be using later, which is 9 volts. And of course, it comes with a connector, 9 volts battery connector. This is what it looks like. And I have here the LEDs. These are 12 in total. And of course, I'll just use connecting wires, this is what it looks like. I just created this one out of the connecting wires that I have. for me to put it in on my breadboard later. And these are also your connecting wires, and this is the longer connecting wires. And these are the materials that I'll be using for my circuit. Now let's go ahead and put this in.
Now I'm going to show to you how the code that I created works with and connected to the Arduino that I made. So first, of course, let me show to you this is the first pattern or the what we call pattern A. That is exactly, identical to my professor's pattern that he shown to us. And of course, I have here my original created pattern B that I'll going to show to you guys later for the result. And of course, I use AO considering that it will be connected to the first tag switch, which is going to show a pattern A. And for the A1, which will going to show a pattern B by the second tag switch. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and run this simulation. But first, we may need to make sure that our tools or the board is connected to Arduino Uno, and it is. Now we have no port yet because we haven't connected any, USB port yet. But yeah, let me check first if this compilation is right or it does not contain any error. And yeah, compilation complete. Now let's go ahead and connect our Arduino board, Arduino and the circuit that I created to my computer, and by using, of course, the USB port. Then yeah. Well, actually, it will show to you already the first pattern because I did create I already tried it earlier, right? And that's it. All right. So now I have connected the Arduino Uno, my Arduino Uno to the port 4. And yeah, let's go ahead and upload this one and we'll see what happens. All right, so done uploading. Now, let this show here that our device is working for the first pattern A. Now let me push the pattern B here. So this is the pattern A and this is the pattern B. And let me push the pattern B. So that's how the pattern B works. And now let me push the pattern A or the first stack switch. And yeah, that's how it shows pattern A. Now we are tasked to use a battery or a separate power for this Arduino Uno. And I'll show to you guys for the next video.
Now I'm going to show to you how to connect a 9 volts battery to my circuit. So it comes with a 9 volts battery connector. And this is how you put this into the power source or the port of the Arduino. And the first pattern will show to you the pattern A that is identical to my professor's pattern. Second push button will show to you the pattern B, and it will go back again for pattern A, first button. And yeah, for the second push button will be the pattern B, which is my pattern that I originally created. And that's how it looks like. It's going back and forth, and yeah, thumbs up.
And I guess you have learned something from this video, and I'll be seeing you guys for my next video. Goodbye.